What year did that episode come out? I'll give you a hint. It was not the 90s. Okay. What year? Yeah. I saw 1-8. What was that? Oh my God. All right, my next guests are two stars of stage and screen that have always made me say, oh, they're in this? I love them. Please welcome to the stage Lily, Rabe and Hamish Linklater. Yay. Well, welcome, you guys.
Thanks.
Welcome. Great to see you guys.
Are we sitting too far apart?
It's up to you.
Should we be closer? Should we keep this pillow between us?
Split the diff.
Do you guys, because you guys work together a lot, do you try to find where you can spend time apart?
That's why we come on a show like this.
Right.
For distance.
Yes.
We feel differently about that. Hamish will find sort of spots like the other day to get away from all of us in the house. He was like inside the pool fence. Like he'd brought a chair from inside.
Right.
Outside to inside of the pool fence.
Right.
And was just sitting there reading books.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
You got to get away.
It's a glass pool fence, so you can. I was kind of hiding in plain sight.
Right.
It wasn't hard to see, but it's also acoustically, it's wonderful. You can't hear like when Lily is like, I can see you, like I couldn't hear that I had been found.
It's also a visual representation of "Don't touch me." Right? Don't
Yeah.
come near me.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. You know? Do you guys? How many kids do you have right now? You have the one kid, or
4
oh, you have 4 kids.
between
That's
us.
right.
Yeah. My stepdaughter, and then we have 3 little ones.
So it's you two. You're working together, and now you have the kids and everything. Have you ever thought of putting the kids in the work with you and just never leaving any of each other's sight at all ever?
We bring them. They've been like I've been pregnant working a lot, or like breastfeeding working a lot, but yeah, not in the.
I grew up in a theater company, and my mom used to put me in the plays so that they could save on babysitting, because they would be like, oh, now we know where he is. He's the changeling child over there in all the body paint.
That's great.
Yeah, it was useful.
That's how Buster Keaton actually started. They just threw him on stage. He was actually kind of a prop for his parents. This is true. They would throw him across the stage, and you know, he would like bump in the scenery and that kind of stuff, and it was a comedy act. That's how he started.
Oh, that's useful.
There's an idea for you. Now, you guys also, you directed a film together, and you acted in it. And it's called Downtown Al. And is it out now? Can people see it, or?
Yeah, you can go. You can buy it. You can rent it on Amazon, on Apple, and it's there for you. If you're on a Delta flight, it's right in front of you.
Delta.
And we actually kind of highly recommend that, because watching our movie at altitude with a Chardonnay, it's gonna go down nice.
Have you been on the plane when it's been showing? And
We haven't, but I've been getting a lot of. I know where all my friends are.
Right.
Because they're like, wow, they're sending me the flight pictures.
I know you got to get people to fly Delta now so they can see the movie, right? It's kind of the new way of box office, right? Because you have to fly to see a fucking movie now. Right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Sexy.
So tell us about the movie. What is the movie about? And I want to know how it came about. Because you guys made this together. That's a big kind of decision to do that together, right?
Yeah. No one advises a couple to do this,
right?
But this was it's a Chuck Klosterman novel that Lily did the audiobook for a number of years ago. Fell in love with the story. Fell in love with the character. And
at first I just wanted to play the part, and I at that point I just asked my agent, like how to get the rights for something that weren't available. But I reached out to Chuck and I said why I loved it, and then a couple years later there was an email in my inbox saying, "Hey, it's Chuck. I've been following your career and I think you're the person to play the part, and now the rights are available and I'll sell it to you for $1 if you want it still. If you've moved on, I get it. Have a nice life."
Yeah.
And so it felt like this opportunity, like, okay, try and walk through this door. And then many years later, we did.
How do you keep enthusiasm for something like that? Because you told me it was like 15 years ago, or it was a while ago.
I think from the initial reading of the audiobook.
Right.
Not since I had the rights.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Got it.
But still, it was double digits for sure.
Feels like Hollywood's kind of in a holding pattern right now. Like, feels like movies aren't going to be made anymore. Do you guys feel that way sometimes? Like, this was our last shot at it. It may as well be like this. How do you feel about that? It's just, we're in a weird position.
I think I actually think they're going to start making a lot of, I don't know, I'm very optimistic about absolutely everything. And I do think that they're actually making a lot of movies now, because I think there was this sort of limited series craze bubble where we all made so much money for working for such a short time with even more famous people than ourselves. And then that's sort of like gone away, and people figured out, you know what, these limited series, aren't they just mini series? Didn't we used to call these mini series? Right. And that was sort of like an ugly stepchild of the industry. So that's sort of like gone away. And I think a lot of people are like, you know what's an affordable thing is just like 90 minutes of entertainment. Why don't we just make 90 minutes of entertainment with all these famous people who we used to put in those limited series, you know? So I think the model, I'm really optimistic. And then I hope that the limited series come back, because those are fun too. I'm optimistic they will.
It's like it's all going backwards. Do we really need sound? You know? I feel like it's getting in the way. Right. Speaking of limited series, I wanted to say your portrayal of Abraham Lincoln in Manhunt is unbelievable.
Thanks.
I was telling Hamish I was a fan of the book. I've recommended that book to so many people. I've read it so many times. It's really like a thriller, you know, because it really happened. But your performance of Lincoln, I've never seen a Lincoln quite like that. You know, he's kind of this emo Abe. Is what I like to call it. Where did you start with that? You know, how did that? I know it's an odd thing to ask an actor, especially when you're playing an actual person.
Well, the show, it's about like the hunt for John Wilkes Booth, and you just see Abraham Lincoln like in flashbacks, because to show why his friend Edwin Stanton was so passionate about not only catching his killer but continuing Abe's legacy with the 13th and very important 14th Amendment. But it's a breakneck thriller telling of this, and then you have these flashbacks with Abe and the Carl Franklin, the director, the first two, and Monica Beletsky, who wrote it. They were just like, we need to see the husband and the father and the domestic guy that really it was behind the politician. And so then you read like all this contemporaneous writing about what he sounded like, how he moved through a room, and you don't know if that was someone who liked him or wanted to make fun of him. So, but you know, it sort of made sense that he would have this kind of high voice and this kind of nasal voice, because he's got to like fill the fields of Gettysburg. He's got to fill the National Mall. You know, he's got to fill these huge spaces, and like, I can't do it anymore. But you know, there's a lot of resonance up there to carry to the back of a place. So if he's down here, you kind of like lose some of the consonants.
Right.
I also felt like watching that performance of Hamish's, because you're like, why did he have to go to the play? Why couldn't he just? There was so much. Exactly. Couldn't he have just stayed home? But something about it, I had such a penny drop moment of watching him play that part where I was like, oh, that guy couldn't stay home. He wanted to be in the world. He needed to get out of the house. He wanted to go see the play. And I don't know. I just so appreciated that.
Yeah. Now, as a follow-up, Billy, how do you plan on portraying Abraham Lincoln? Because
funny you bring that up.
Because you really stay working, girl. What would be your approach to the role? Or
it's a secret.
Or whatever. Okay, Lily and Hamish, inspired by the breadth of your resumes, we wanted to pitch you against one another in a segment we're calling the Awkward Ride Home Game. Okay? That's right. It's basically the newlywed game, except you're not newlywed, so if we strike a nerve, well, let's just say it's going to be an awkward ride home. Hamish, I will quiz you about Lily's IMDb credits, and Lily, I will quiz you about Hamish's, and you will both write the answers down on these whiteboards.
I love this game. I know this game.
So you both write the answers down on these whiteboards and read them aloud, since this is a podcast. And audience will hold our breaths that you both pull this off, okay? Are you guys ready? Can we have some theme music? There we go. All right. Okay. All right, Lily, we're going to start with questions about Hamish's career, okay? So Hamish co-starred alongside Julie Louise-Dreyfus in a 2009 sitcom titled what?
try. But I write it down and I say it?
Sure.
The new...
Maybe so they can't cheat. We haven't really figured this whole thing out. New Adventures of Otis. Ding, 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 ding. That's right.
You do love me.
My handwriting is
Okay.
so bad.
All right, this is another Lily. We're doing Lily's first, and then we'll do you, Hamish, again. Okay, Hamish played what character in Mike Flanagan's excellent horror series, Midnight Mass on Netflix? Uh-oh.
He was so brilliant.
Okay. All right.
But what did they call me in the show?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
Father Pastor?
dun, 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 dun. And your answer is Father Flanders.
That's the Simpsons version.
That was pretty bad. Father Paul Hill.
Yes.
Ooh. That's like Alex Trebek. Ooh, I'm sorry, Father Paul Hill. Ooh. It's like, fuck you, Alex. I didn't know that shit. All right. In 2009, Hamish appeared in Twelfth Night for Shakespeare in the Park. Which of these actors was not one of his co-stars? A. Audra McDonald. B. Michael Imperioli. C. Anne Hathaway. D. Raul Esparza. She is going with Michael Imperioli. Ding! Correct. Okay.
How do you know how to spell that?
I know how to spell.
Still good. In 2011, both of you starred in the Broadway production of Seminar, a play which follows 4 writers taking a, you guessed it, seminar. Hamish portrayed the financially struggling author Martin. What was the name of the actor who was playing Martin when the show closed? Ooh. And the answer is Justin Long. That is correct. Very good.
Nice.
Okay. A couple more here. Like all New York performers, Hamish has appeared on Law & Order SVU. In the episode titled Midnight Vigil, Hamish plays a father desperately looking for his kidnapped son. What year did that episode come out? I'll give you a hint. It was not the 90s. Okay. What year? Yeah. I saw 1-8. What was that? Oh my God. What year did that episode come out? Law & Order SVU. Let's hope we got it right here. 1989. The answer is, I hope this is right.
What was it?
2012.
I was 13. Law and Order didn't need to save on babysitting by putting me in the show.
He's got a point. Lily, he's got a point there.
But not the 90s.
I thought the question was, what was
giving you a
Taylor
clue.
Swift's album? Yeah.
Okay. Hamish, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, questions about Lily's career. In 2011, Lily was nominated for the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play. What play was it for, and what was the role? That's a lot of writing for doubt. No, I'm just kidding. Merchant of Venice, Portia. Yes, very good. Okay, Hamish. Lily played the titular character, a lonely teacher escorting her students to a drama competition alongside Timothée Chalamet in what 2016 film? He got this. He's way ahead. Miss Stevens, yes, right? All right. Okay. Steve. Lily's like, his are easy. Lily appeared in this short film about a woman who goes to Comic-Con after suffering a miscarriage. What was that short called? Ooh. We stumped him. This is an interesting title. I will say that. Yeah. It was about Star Wars. The answer is? Close though. The Phantom Menace. That is so bizarre. In 2008, Lily appeared in a Nip Tuck episode called Kyle Ainge, in which Lily's character and her husband engage in what after a car accident on their honeymoon? What did they engage in after a car accident on their honeymoon? Ooh, he's got something. He doesn't have this, right? No way, he's guessing. Deep chats. You were close. Cannibalism. Oh. Yes. The Phantom Menace of deep chats is what cannibalism is. Yes. Speaking of horror, in the film Monster, Charlize Theron played an infamous female serial killer in American Horror Story Hotel, Lily played the ghost of that same serial killer. What is that famed murderer's name? Ooh, you're good if you know this. No, you're good. Go fast. Oh, Aileen Wuornos. Is that it? Aileen? Very good. Aileen. All right. And in American Horror Story double feature, Lily played famed pilot Amelia Earhart. In the episode, Amelia Earhart's mysterious mid-flight disappearance is revealed to involve what? A, an alien abduction. B, time travel. C, an extraterrestrial pregnancy. Or D, all of the above. This is a Ryan Murphy we're talking about. D, motherfucker. Yes, all of the above, baby. All right, well, thank you, Lily and Hamish, for playing the game. Wait, who won? Did we have a winner? It was a tie. I guess it's going to be a nice ride home.
Thank you.